Could today be the day where the ETH ETF gets approved? That is the question. Go ahead and answer in the poll. Let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's go. Good morning and welcome back to the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip, and today I think that ETF could be getting approved. I mean, not for sure. Nothing's for sure here in this space. I think we've learned that by now. But guys, there was a letter sent to Gary Gensler and said, "Dear Honorable Chair, Mr. Gensler, approve the thing." Came from Congress, guys. That's a big thing today. A couple stories I want to share with you. We'll look at the price action in the cryptos today. I trimmed the beard a little bit. I got a haircut later today and work as always. You know, gotta keep grinding on the day job, keep the side hustle moving. You guys know how it is, and keep looking for opportunities in this crypto market, my friends. And that's exactly what we're doing. And I'm curious how many of you guys out there, and please throw it in the votes on the poll here, how many of you guys out there think that the ETH ETF is going to get approved today? And then the other question is, what's next? What is next, my friends? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get in here, my friends. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, Armin, Doc Denzel, BSS. Hello, everybody. This is the Crypto Report. If you guys want, we got some merch for you down below. Sign up links, and you sign up for Femex, you can get up to $4,100 when you deposit money into Femex. If you want to play that leverage game, it's there for you. All right, got some stories. Want to share it with you. Get into it. So let's crow, baby. Did I say crow? Let's go. Let me share. Boom. Got my video back. We're ready to go. So today, let me refresh the prices because I don't think, see the price of Bitcoin? Let's see if it changes, right? Let's refresh the price. I set this all up last night for a early stream today, and yes, Bitcoin's crashing. What is going on? The Ethereum ETF is supposed to get approved. Crypto Kip, what's happening? Not too much, guys. Apparently the moon phases. That's what's going on. Some people are saying that. You know, there has been some pretty consistent trading with some moon phases. I know Black Sea has talked about that a couple times, but today I've seen quite a people, you know, talking about it on Twitter. It's not something that I've personally paid attention to. Again, I'm not really swing trading or day trading Bitcoin or ETH, more so maybe memes or something like that. But it definitely is going down today, and there is, I think, fears of inflation today. I think inflation came in higher than expected, and so it looks like we're not going to get a pivot this year. That could change, but I don't know. We were supposed to get a pivot. Everybody's been talking about how we were going to get a pivot, but if you look at the data, it ain't looking good for the Fed, Jerome Powell, which is maybe why Congress and the Senate and presidential candidates, every single one of them actually, that's on the ballot this year, they are pro-crypto at this point, or at least not anti-crypto. However, there still are some anti-crypto people out there, so we're going to talk a little bit about it and get in. So welcome back. $67,900 Bitcoin. ETH still hanging on strong after its big pump this week because of excitement surrounding the ETH ETFs. Of course, Bonk is the top token on the day. Look at that. Up 40% this week. Pepe is broken a zero recently and is still moving up. Got to a $6 billion market cap earlier today or last night. So there's a lot of movers, guys, and ETH Classic is pumping. I wonder why. Because Ethereum's pumping. That is very simple, my friends. You know, I really do want to get that dartboard and do that analogy I've been telling you guys about just to show. Now, again, you're not going to make, if you blindly pick some cryptos, you're not going to make as much money as if you have a hypothesis, and that's something we've talked about a lot. So we're going to keep trying to put together some hypotheses here on this channel. And one of the simplest ones is, you know, buy low, sell high, right? So fear and greed index up to 66 today. It was in the yellow, and now it's in the green. Just because we got a little slip on Bitcoin today doesn't really mean much. However, we will look at this very quickly. Let's look at Bitcoin, and notice, guys, what happened. So a lot of people probably were playing the game of longing support here, which is the good strategy typically, but hype over the ETF news. Bitcoin had a big pump recently, back up to close to the highs, and so one more leverage slip down. Let's see if we can get a recovery on that today. This might have just been a leverage grab, right? People might have just been grabbing the long, grabbing the greedy longs here, so we'll see how that is. But if Bitcoin, and I mentioned this to you guys, if Bitcoin keeps slipping down, right, then where could we go? Where could we go? Let me just pull this thing out now. And let's see where it wants to go. And I'll pull this one out too, just to be fair to the top side of that channel. If you look where Bitcoin could go now, we could see this game play out, you know, whatever it might be. Something like this, right? Still, until we decisively, guys, break this high right here. And this is the new all-time high. This green line right here at about 69,000. That is the previous all-time high, for any of you guys wondering where those lines can come into play. Now, I do not expect this level to come into action anymore. I had fear of it once we broke down through this, but this could have just been another liquidation grab right there. So this 51K level, not quite on my radar right now. That could change. Things are fluid in crypto, as you can see with some of the decisions that have come from the government recently, which has been very interesting. Again, it is very impressive to see ETH hanging on to this price level today. That is pretty cool. A lot of green on this thing, and it's still hanging on. So Solana had a strong move as well. The weekly candle is slowly trickling. The green is fading away. I would like this to sustain green for Solana. And there might be hype, and yesterday it was getting put on CNBC about Solana ETFs. Let's talk about that. So much to get into, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Reginald says, I am ready for Ethereum ETFs and for the memes to delete zeros. I love it. I hope it happens. Let's keep going. So today, we have a Bitcoin price that, you know, again, we're looking at these monthly gains, and we're still up. The sell and may walk away concept is dead to me. Dead to me. You hear me? It's dead to me. I don't like the sell and may walk away thing. I never really have. And so far, it's green. I just want to see, you know, a parabolic bull market explosion. But today we are having a flash crash, and I think it's because of fears of inflation. I think it's also because we had a extraordinary pump off Ethereum ETF hype, and that's just cooling off as we're waiting for that approval. If that approval comes through, I think we can get some rocket ships to continue to the upside. As for where we're going with the leverage today, let's see what's going on the heat map, see if anything's changed right there. Looking at another magnet level back at 70K, that could be coming. This is just on the 24-hour time frame, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just got back to 70K today. Lickety split at some point here. Market open has produced a crash for us on the day so far, but again, moon phases, inflation, maybe that's what we got going on. And then, of course, some greedy longs just getting liquidated. More, you know, long or shorts might want to get squeezed out at 70, at 72 still. Big level at 72 when you go to the weekly time frame. So we'll see how that plays out, my friends. Let's look at what happened here with actual liquidations. What are the numbers on liquidations? When these are green, that means that the people betting to the upside are getting wrecked. So who's getting wrecked today? Yes, as you can see, we had a nice short squeeze that boosted us up to that 71K, 72K level recently for Bitcoin. Ethereum obviously blasted off to the moon. One of the biggest candles we've seen in Ethereum in its history, actually. Very cool to see on the weekly time frame. And Bitcoin then came back with, you know, a couple $100 million in the last 2 days worth of long squeezes. A lot of people are trying to time, and for good reason, right? They're trying to time that bull market breakout because hypothetically, if you could open up a long before Bitcoin goes parabolic, you can make a ton of money. Problem is everybody knows that, and everybody's trying to do that, and then the people betting against that are betting against that, and the exchanges are playing the game against that, and we're just waiting for the moment where the buying pressure is so strong from the ETFs, from the institutions, from retail, from governments, that it just short squeezes everything into oblivion, and Bitcoin goes into true price discovery mode, which we're just waiting on, my friends. We're just waiting on it, and eventually it should come. Now, exchanges told the SEC exchanges were told recently by who? I don't know. That the SEC is leaning towards approval of the spot Ethereum ETF. Well, who are they being told by? By staff? Well, that shouldn't be allowed. The staff is leaking information? Oh, SEC, you just keep messing up. Matter of fact, The government is getting so annoyed with the SEC on this, and let's just hone in on the facts with it. The government is getting so annoyed with the SEC and so done with their anti-crypto stance. If I had to guess, Gary Gensler leak Ethereum ETFs are denied. Only explanation for the sudden dump. What? Oh, interesting. Cryptos are very interesting. Leak that the Ethereum ETFs are denied. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get denied. I think at this point, it's not looking that way. But hopefully, I'm not wrong there. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. No facts, just speculation. That's all we can do based on the stories. And the story here from Gary Gensler says he's done very well in court versus crypto cases. And, well, is that true? Is that true? Or, you know, does this say something different? U.S. lawmakers who just voted a pro-crypto bill, which is not going to get vetoed by the president. And you've got other presidential candidates that are so pro-crypto. Now we got this story coming out. U.S. lawmakers urge SEC to approve spot Ethereum ETFs. According to Politico, they sent a letter. Dear Mr. Honorable, Dishonorable, actually I think they wrote probably extremely dishonorable, Gary Gensler, please approve these spot ETFs because we don't want to get left behind. I want to go back to this bill yesterday because this is something, again, I had a nice, beautiful phone call with Black Sea last night, and we talked about this bill, and I cannot help but stress this. The fact that this language is in here, we want to promote the responsible development of digital assets and payment innovation to help reinforce the United States leadership in the global financial system. In other words, the U.S. government should have just put out a letter saying we want to FOMO into crypto because it's a financial arms race, let's say, to be the country that goes in the hardest on crypto at this point. That is basically what this letter says. So we should just rewrite the article and say, you know, administration FOMOs into crypto, right? That's honestly, guys, kind of what I'm reading in that letter. And there's so many things hinting towards such a bullish narrative continuing to develop for crypto. In fact, let's listen to this little story very quickly from CNBC. This will be me listening to it for the first time live on stream with you guys. I saw it. I didn't actually listen to it yet, but let's see what the language is in this story from CNBC.
Next week or the week after, it will get approved at some point in time. But also the trade now is who's next, right?
Exactly. Who is next? Because and I was talking about yesterday. Now it's almost time for truly my ETF, my blended ETF of which, which crypto asset it is. And so who is next, though?
I mean, I think you've got to think about Solana as probably the next one, right? I mean, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are probably the big three for this cycle. But I'll give you even a stranger, or maybe not stranger, but a maybe an unintuitive way to think about it, Robinhood and Coinbase. Because now we have some clarity about what a security is and what isn't. And they'll be able to list a lot more crypto, which means a lot more trading for them. So I think they're the biggest beneficiaries from the change that's gone on.
So, BK, really glad.
Now, that is huge news. And guys, we have talked about Robinhood. We have talked about Coinbase stock. And that is something that I have not let up on at all. I don't talk about it in every stream. But absolutely, if you guys have been watching this channel at all, you have seen that me and Black Sea consistently have been keeping an eye on these charts, right? So let's look really quickly at what's going on with Coinbase today and with Robinhood. So we'll start with Coin just to peek at what's happening there. It's down today with the rest of the market. Big move alongside Bitcoin. But it's a very interesting take, guys. First of all, it's interesting that in that video you just heard him talk about cycles. Even the mainstream media is starting to acknowledge there are cycles for crypto. There's a bull market coming. That's what we've been talking about. That's what we've been predicting for quite a long time, my friends. Quite a long time indeed. And when the stock opened for coin shares, guys, it opened quite a bit higher, actually. Let me go ahead and zoom out here. Let's get this right for you. When this stock opened, it opened up at $428. In the bear market, in the bottom of the bear market, hard to see here. Let me fix the chart for you. It was down to $31. If you had bought that low, this thing came up to about $300. It took a 10x on Coinbase at that peak at one point. There's been a lot of volatility, as you can see here. But now that the SEC, and guys, this is what the letter basically says, the bill, should I say. The bill basically says that, SEC's kind of stupid, and the CFTC that handles commodities. They're probably going to oversee this more. We're still figuring it out, but Gary Gensler, you're just not cutting it, bro. That's basically what the government said. So with that, yes, Coinbase can list a lot more and do their business more freely without the hawk of the SEC and Gary Gensler on their backs. Robinhood now can list more of the crypto coins that maybe you've been wanting them to see for a long time. There's always people that are trying to figure out, is Robinhood going to list Pepe? Is Robinhood going to list this? Is it going to list that? Well, these things, guys, these stories are very important in that language. Look at this thing. This almost broke. It did, actually. It broke a new high for the year, which is very cool. And I think that both Robinhood and Coinbase can get back to their previous all-time highs in this cycle, as they like to talk about cycles now on CNBC, following the YouTubers and the Twitter and the crypto lovers of the world, right? Finally understanding what's going on in a consistent way, at least, right? I expect these things to continue going up. I do expect more listings happening. It's super exciting to hear that on the telly, should I say. And, we've also got congressmen coming out and saying, hey, we want to respect Americans' right to privacy, and CBDCs, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Why would you do that when you could use Bitcoin, which ensures privacy and security and everything like that? So these are all very exciting things, my friends. How are the meme coins doing today? Let's take a peek. What have we got going on? Not too much, actually. A couple of them are up. As always. There's always a couple of outliers. But over the last 7 days, it was a good week. And a lot of these are Ethereum memes because of the Ethereum ETF hype, right? So very interesting to see. And then shout out to Corgi AI, which is still getting some good moves today. Still moving up after that pump. I do think that this Corgi AI move, talking about Cronos real quick, could get some moves to the upside for the broader Cronos meme coin ecosystem. As people make money in Corgi AI, I think they're going to take profits into other low cap plays in the Cronos ecosystem, and I'm still bullish on a Cronos meme coin mania. Just like there's a Solana meme coin mania, just like there's a base chain meme coin mania, I think Cronos can get it too, and Avalanche and others, guys, and that's a full-on bull market. And yesterday, actually, there was a story that came out about the Biden administration looking at hiring a meme lord. Not for meme coins, but for memes. And anyway, that's pretty funny. How are some of the other coins doing? Well, it looks like Crow with Knife wants to kind of find, this little cup formation, which we've been talking about for all these plays, right? Kind of looks like it wants to scoopity-doo and make its way back up. So we'll see if that can play out again. If that can happen, that's going to be good for the broader Cronos meme coin ecosystem, which I know y'all have been talking about with me quite a bit lately. If you look at Mary's getting a little bit of a dip. Got an exchange listing yesterday. I was telling you guys that exchange listing could trigger a pump. It triggered a pump leading up to it. It was a buy the rumor, sell the news event, and the sell the news occurred. I did not sell any. And same thing, and the other one I'm holding in this space right now is Mouse and the Pasta. I didn't sell any of this either, though. What a beautiful opportunity to do so, arguably. I said you could expect this thing to kind of bounce on the top of this trend line, which looks like, let me fix the trend line a little bit. This is kind of exactly what it looks like happened. I don't draw perfect trend lines, but this looks like a perfect bounce off the top of this triangle. And so just another look at TA for memes and, what we have going on. Kind of cool. More news being teased by a lot of these things. A lot of people are expecting a Damoon token listing on crypto.com. A lot of people are expecting a Mary token listing on crypto.com. And guys, if that does happen, that would be the one exchange listing that I think sends things higher, because it seems like when things list on crypto.com, they rip, they pump, absolutely pump. So we'll keep an eye on it and see what's going on. As for the Stacks ecosystem and the big meme I've been talking about on there is Welsh. Just as an example, not really getting its move to the upside yet, but neither is Stacks. If you look at Stacks, stuck at $2. Still looking at this scoop up formation for Stacks. Love that thing to play out. I think it could, but no guarantees, my friends. No guarantees at all. Didn't even think about it. What if we get a Stacks ETF? Bitcoin DeFi? Bitcoin's already approved with an ETF? I don't know. Speculation. Nobody's even said that out loud, but I just did. And who knows, guys? I think there's a couple others in line first, but wow, looks like Ethereum's trying to get another move up. Little recovery after. Let's see what happened with Ethereum over the last day. So Ethereum got up very close to that $4,000 price level, which, guys, by the way, let's do this because I shared this with you guys. See this wedge? See this giant wedge? You see how I have this yellow line? See how I measure the mouth of this candle? See how the breakout point is right, there? Actually, so there's the exact breakout point. And the target, my friends, it's funny. It's a very funny thing. The target, how perfect is that? That's just rudimentary TA for you. And we called it. And look, do we have to come back down? No, we don't. But we are stalling out here for good reason. Ethereum ETF hype pumped us up. There's the breakout point. Now we need new catalysts for another breakout. And you could look for like maybe a bull flag on this. Maybe that's what you could see potentially. And it looked like we broke out of the bull flag. So let me just zoom in on Ethereum real quick and let's just take a peek at Ethereum really quick. See how we feel about this. Not quite a bull flag. Not quite a bull flag. Not quite. If I was trying to find one, if I was desperate to find one. There was kind of one forming, right? And we kind of broke out to the upside on it. Though now with that wick, kind of got invalidated. But it broke above and then came back down into the wedge and then is dancing kind of around the top of it. So when I say bull flag, I mean, I'm looking at this formation right here. And for a bull flag, you take the entire flagpole, right? And then you'd measure that move to the upside. So let me get rid of this one. I'm a little cluttered with the lines right now. Throw some questions at me in the comments down below. So anyway, if this is a bull flag that wants to play out, and it kind of got invalidated because, the price action on the day, that would be the next move. And so we could expect, there's the high, there's the previous high. This basically says maybe we come to the previous high for Ethereum, really close. $4,700 could happen fast, especially if that ETF approval happens. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Okay, guys. Okay. How we doing? Let's go to the comments, see what's going on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Smash that like. 89 viewers, 18 likes. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? I have not been drinking coffee lately. I've been like detoxing my body for the most part. And I don't know. Trying to drink more water, trying to do it right. Kid on the way. New me. New kid, new me. First kid, new me. I don't know. Let's see. WCBJJ77, the news, says, I'm thinking about DCAing more into Damoon. I do feel good about it being listed on CDC eventually. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm only at 2 memes right now. I'm just on Cronos, and I'm just holding strong and just kind of waiting to see what pans out with it. Feeling good about them, but just being patient in the meantime. I put out a tweet earlier this morning and, said very simply, are you guys ready? Are you ready, Crow fam? Because I do think there's a chance that we could get a wave. We could get another wave up. I've been alluding to that wave. I believe in that wave. We saw a lot of activity with Solana that didn't stop. In fact, it just continued to heat up. I've had this pinned down for a while. It put that up on the 12th. It's only been about 10 days since I put that out. And this morning I said, GM Legends, you ready for what comes next? I still think that wave could come. I'd be very happy to see that. There's Waldo in the chat. What's up, Waldo? So we'll see. We'll see, my friends. How we doing, guys? How we doing? What's going on? Talk to me. Shalom to you, Arturo. Quiet chat this morning. Everybody's still asleep. But yeah, guys, why today? What's going on today? I think this is the inflation game, my friends. Chris Gomez. Oh, we're early today. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Yeah, we are early today. I wanted to look at inflation. Let's see what the headlines are on that. Fed's worried about persistent inflation. Ooh. Federal Reserve officials were open to further U.S. Rate raises. And the other day, I think the minutes came out from when the Fed was speaking with each other. So they're very scared of inflation, and I think, that's going on. I think that's going on. High inflation made finances worse for 65% of Americans last year. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. Fed officials seem like they have no idea what's going on with the U.S. inflation strategist says. Yeah, it seems like that. I think they're playing the political game ahead of the election, trying to make some good news, and in a not good news situation. Which is, how it goes sometimes, unfortunately, guys. It's just how it goes sometimes. Doc Denzel Jones is holding 3 leveraged long positions on Sol. Wow. Good luck, brother. Frank Villalobos, congrats on kid on the way. Just had my 1.5-month-old. How's that, Frank? Are you light on sleep? You doing well? Boy or girl? Man, I don't even know what to expect. Am I ready for this? Am I really ready for this? I think I'm ready for this. It's scary, though. It is scary. Peen says, abolish the Fed and let crypto rule with 8. Just flurry of emojis. By the way, if you guys want to become a member like Doc Denzel, like WCBJJ77, we're building a crypto army. No, we're building a community, guys. The Crypto Report community. Got a private Discord. I see you guys in there active very often. I love it. Black Sea and I can get in there as well. And just, you guys can talk with us directly on anything that's going on, throw an ad at me, talk to me, ask me a question, and I'll give you my non-financial advice. Eric Mata said, just had my little girl, was scared too, but all worth it. I got a little girl on the way as well, Eric. Very excited. Very excited. R3A, shout out to you. Doc Denzel says, smash the likes. I'm with you, Doc. Let's smash the likes. Yeah, crypto's a little cooled off today. It's interesting. We're waiting. Is the Ethereum ETF approval coming? I put out a poll for you guys, and you guys voted 78 times so far, and 69% of you guys think it's coming today, and 31% of you guys say no. I'm a coin flip on it. I'm really a coin flip on it. I'd love to see it, but it's a coin flip in my mind. So we'll see. Frank Villalobos says, another girl. And she's doing a lot better. Wakes up only once a night for the most part. It's my last one, so trying to enjoy these moments. Second and only. Yeah. I want 3. Wife wants 2. We'll see. I just got to make enough in crypto to justify the third, I think. And if you're listening, Mrs. Crypto Kip, love you, hun. No pressure. Can't pressure. Just grateful for what we got, which is a healthy one on the way. Doc Denzel says, when is the SEC announcement for ETH ETF today? It's not an official announcement, but they did get a letter from Congress getting urged to approve the ETF. Chris Gesso wants to know any causes of this crash, or is it just a correction happening? Just a correction. Again, you long support, short resistance. Well, the biggest resistance, I think, was at the top of this range at like 70 on this yellow line. We've already proven that this all-time high from 2021 was kind of, we put that behind us. We broke that enough times that resistance it's weak now in my mind, but it was still something to play around. I was thinking maybe we could stay up in this range. I said if we broke down below it, we could see our move back down to 59, 60. Could happen. But today people are blaming the moon phases, which is interesting. And I'm just blaming a little exhaustion after the pump from Ethereum, but Ethereum's still trying to find its way, my friends. Ethereum is still trying to find its way, which is a very beautiful thing to see. You want to see that, guys. Still dancing up here. We'll see how it pans out. Have you seen the discrepancy between the circulating supply and the total supply of MMF? Could this be a GME 2020 thing? MMF, I don't love the history of news and things that I've seen happen on that platform. Not trying to FUD the platform, but I've just stayed away from it personally. Not to say anything bad about it, but it's not really my cup of tea. Supposed to pump on full moon. So is this a full moon or is this a new moon or what do we got for the moon phase? I don't even know. I never focused on the moons. I just saw some tweets about it basically today. So like that speculation, the inflation fears is definitely part of the speculation. The exhaustion after the pump for Ethereum. And Bitcoin had a nice pump too. So, you know, we're not going to go straight up until we do. Until we do and we get that absolutely huge breakout, which we're still waiting for, guys. So again, I want to remind you guys. This is what we've been watching. We're waiting for this move. We're waiting for this move. This is the parabolic rally to new highs. And we're just waiting for it. And it's been like 80 days now, I think. About 80 days. I'm like loosely keeping track of this at this point. But it's been about 80 days. Since we've wicked above our previous all-time highs. I don't think we go past 100 here. So eventually, we'll get that breakout. And then what we can see is the overall market go up as well. But if you look at the story here, what's going on with the market today? People are a little panicky today. I don't know why. It's a good day. 2 weekly green candles in a row for the overall market cap, looking like it's doing the swoop that I've had drawn out for a while now. And we want to see that, my friends. Frank B says, Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, will we see a Cronos ETF? Frank, we are a long ways away from a Cronos ETF. We're gonna get an Avalanche ETF and a Cardano ETF and a whatever ETF before we get a Cronos ETF, in my opinion. And that's just going based on what the biggest projects are. They're clearly going from top to bottom. And right now, Cronos chain, well, I love it so much, is only a top 15 chain. It's the 15th largest chain by TVL in the market. And so, you know, we'll hold our horses on the Cronos ETF talk. But that would be cool. That would be cool. I doubt it. I doubt it in this bull cycle even. But it could happen in the future. I think eventually we're going to have a lot of crypto ETFs and a lot of Robinhood coin listings and a lot of things of that sort. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, the Sol ETF, I think that's the next one. If Ethereum gets approved, then the next one on the menu, of course, is going to be Solana. We got 27 likes, 83 viewers. Do me a favor, smash that like button and vote. Do you guys believe that the ETF is getting approved today for Ethereum? 70% of you guys say yes. And I'm still a coin flip. I'm a coin flip on that one. Really, really am. All right, guys. Early stream, short stream. Got another question. That's cool. I get it. But almost twice the circulating supply than the total supply. Yeah. Yeah. I could look into it. It's just not my cup of tea. But I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the comment. What is that flag? Is that where you're from? You too, Doc. I'm going to jet, guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thanks for it. Quick stream today. Not too much news outside of the hype, the excitement, the wait for the Ethereum ETF. Smash the like button on your way out, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content. More videos coming later today. As always, that's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. See you, boys and girl. Until next time, I'll catch you later, guys. Peace.